All right, good morning, cyber traders. Happy Thursday, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Good to see you, Michael. Good to see you, Grant. Good to see you all. Everyone on YouTube, Facebook Live, welcome back. Yeah, we know we're checking out this NAOV just popped right there at 9 o'clock. It looks like the algorithm started kicking in. We all remember this stock very well. The last couple of days, stock literally went from like 60 cents all the way to $4. Look at that nice little move there. Literally almost, was that 35 cents right there? Boom, like in a blink of an eye, like that. I'm sorry, 25 cents. I got to get straight with my math. But this is on the watch list. But before we get started, everyone, happy Thursday again. We literally got 2 more days to finish out July, and then August 1st starts. We're right in the thick of the summertime. Yesterday was actually a pretty good day. I did really well yesterday. We're going to talk a little about the TLRY and how it became more of a day trade, and now it looks like more like a swing trade. I guess everybody's getting high, and came out with good earnings. So it looks like a lot of those pot stocks and cannabis stocks are going to probably do pretty decent after look what's going on. I was talking about it yesterday. I'm a big foodie guy, and pretty funny. I'm going to start posting a lot of it on my Instagram photo and stuff like that. But Manhattan, New York has performed between Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan. We have New York is very well known, not also the financial district and the theater district, but we have some of the best restaurants in the world. So the problem is there's 13,000 of them all over Manhattan. A lot of them did close, but some of the good ones actually did pretty well. So my reason why I'm bringing this up is because every time I go out, it's like you walk out Penn Station, you get high. People are smoking everywhere. It's like it's I don't know. But we all know that with that happening, people are buying it, and stocks are obviously do well. So a couple of good stocks that are moving. Want to check them out, and also I guess, Powell came out, talked about the interest rates, and he said he was want to raise them. So like I told you, the only concern I have is if they raise interest rates, then you'll have a little bit of a crash. And as of right now, it doesn't look like that. I know one of you guys brought up the NKLA. And Nikola, we made a lot of money with Nikola, a lot of money. I'm just happy I don't own it anymore. So Nikola was a really nice little mover. Nikola, you remember right here, that stock, you remember from 30 to almost 100. We did really well on that stock last year. Can't harp over it, but I know some people always look at it. Maybe it'll come back. Maybe. Listen, I guess, when it goes to EV stocks, I'm a huge fan of hydrogen. I think that's a lot better. You got all the water in the world. But what you have right there, we'll keep an eye on it. All right, so anyway, let's go look at a couple of stocks that are moving this morning. But before we do it, let's talk about what happened yesterday. So we had a couple of good movers. Let me just bring up this intraday chart right here and show you what got going on from yesterday. So we had the TLRY. I actually worked on a little bit more of a swing trade on the stock. So TLRY, we really did well right here. So yesterday in pre-market around 8:30, the stock ran from 13.30 all the way up to about 14.40, and right here, right at 9:30, you can see it was just a gorgeous move right there. Everyone was already trading pre-market, and boom, the stock just literally ran up all the way up to about 16.20. By the way, I want to kind of point out something, let everybody remember. Cyber University next month, we're going to be starting a new curriculum, a new program. We're getting a lot of feedback. People want to learn more about trading pre-market. I know some of you here on YouTube and Facebook Live, you're logging in here, and it's like, well, the party's already over. Well, the party's never over. Okay, and a lot of you want to know why these stocks are going up in pre-market and who's running it up and who's trading them. We're going to do a nice little workshop on that. So please keep in tune here to Cyber University. And also a big announcement. We teamed up with DTI Financial. So DTI, Tom Busby, I don't know if you guys are very familiar with him. Cyber University has teamed up with him starting on August 1st, which is next week. So be prepared. We're going to be doing a lot of workshops with them. And so everyone's always asking about futures and options and, and stock trading. Well, guess what? When both those two people come together, and we've been knowing each other for a very long time, it's going to be a great. I know a lot of you here in the cyber group also know them very well. So just be tuned for that big event that we're going to be doing starting next month. So anyway, getting back to it, sorry, going on a tangent. Stock had a really nice move, TLRY. Look at that gorgeous trade. I did really well on that trade. I'm done. But not only that, but because of the earnings and everything else, I actually went into a swing trade on that stock too. So I kind of like that stock right there. And you could see it's kind of gapped up nicely. It didn't go up that much. But let me tell you, remember this stock. Remember we were trading this stock back in January? Stock was at 11, and then it ran to 20. And then just like, it didn't want to stop. It was such a great short squeeze. It ran to $65. By the way, this is what we do here at Cyber Trader University. So it's all about like, how did you know and how does everybody else start jumping on the bandwagon you knew before? That's why we've been around here for so long. We love what we do. So just keep getting in tune. So anyway, that was a great stock that was moving. NAOV was also very, very nice. So we got that one. You could see that one. I just told you had that really nice pop right here. Nice little move. That's going back on the watch list. So we already know about that one. All right, you already got that one on the list. And then yesterday we also had the FLGC. And that one also, nice little trade in the pre-market. Hold on. So nice little trade. It had a nice little pop right here at 9:30. You could see it ran from 525, shot up, ran to about 620, did a shake, shot up, made a new high. You could see it build a nice little Fausto flag, making higher highs. And then right at the close, had a really nice move right around that 2:30. I know Josh did the afternoon meeting, which, by the way, we broadcast live here also at 2:30 on YouTube and Facebook. But you guys were here earlier that did really well. Boom, thing ran for $7. Beautiful Fausto flags right here. Busted right through to 9, busted right through to 10, and she's moving it again. So that one's back on the watch list. So listen, day trades, they fall into a swing trade. That's how things work, and that's what we're looking at. Charles in the Cyber Group room made about 30 cents already on NAOV. Isn't that a really nice start? Isn't it always nice to be positive, okay, to start off? Meanwhile, people are sitting there freaking out, Charles, and everybody like, why can't I get in? Why can't my broker let me in now? Listen, you got the wrong brokerage account. That's the reason why. Listen, you got to know how to trade pre-market, everybody. And it's what trickles down in pre-market is what falls into the open. So anyway, those are the stocks that we traded yesterday. Let's go through the watch list right now. Anyway, another big winner that we did really, really well. I forgot to mention this one, which now turned into a swing trade, but I'm still nervous, okay? I don't trust the Chinese, okay? Communist Party, because what they did to EDU, they could do to any Chinese company. So, but you know, the stock obviously we've done pretty well. It dropped all the way down to $2. It trades ridiculous amount of shares. It has crazy algorithms, but EDU is gapped up a little bit. Not crazy. Actually the other one was a little bit better. Was the TAL, which is the same one, and you could see these stocks. I mean, $90. Listen. $90, public companies. Some people think like, that'll never happen, go down to 6 or go down to 2. Well, listen, it happened. It happened. And you know what? Just when you thought you're averaging down and thought that this is the bottom and the bleeding is going to stop at 20. I mean, you know what's so funny? I just got to throw my 2 cents into here. You really think they didn't know, these people, when it was at 65 and at 50 and at 40, that this was coming? Okay? Didn't know it was coming, and then at 30, and then 25, and then 20. Come on. Listen, when you're in the business as long as I am, and when you're part of the family of Cyber Trader University, we see this all the time. Okay, just read between the lines. All right, don't tell me you didn't know and tell everybody else, hey, get out of it, because we're going to be passing. We're going to come out with an announcement that we're going to make everyone non-for-profits. Yeah. So anyway, buy on rumors, sell on news. Anyway, those 2 stocks are back on the watch list. VXRT, another one that's going on the watch list. Nice little move right here. A lot of you remember this stock too. We traded this stock back here where it ran from 13, and in 2 days it ran to almost 26. Nice little move right here. She had a really nice pop right here a little bit earlier this morning. Let me just bring this up right here. Around 8 o'clock, really, really nice move. And all of a sudden, the thing just basically just popped around 8 o'clock, went all the way to $9. Really, really nice move. And we're going to keep an eye on that one too. That one made a watch list. You could see that there's a 30,000 share buyer on NASDAQ right now that just popped up there on the bid. Got to follow the money, guys. What else we had over here? We had this, COCL. Oh, P. I'm sorry. Is it P or an L? P. So this one also, you know what? We traded the stock once again. You hear me say it all the time. We traded the stock before. We traded in November. The stock ran from like 70 cents to $2, and then in one day another one it ran from $1.70 to 3.80, and then it did it here again. It ran from $1.50, $4.50. The stock is moving a little bit. We know that this. If you go through your journals, be very careful. You remember we trade the stock. They do a lot of head fakes. I remember the stock very, very well. But we made a lot of money on it. It's got a good spread. It's got good tier sizes. You can see a lot of algorithm trading going on right now. It already traded 18 million shares in pre-market. LC is another one. Gapped up a little bit. Not really moving up too big, but it's gapped up, started trending down. Volume is pretty decent. It's up 41%, 900,000 shares. We'll keep an eye on that one. This stock got crushed. Wow, this thing got hammered. Listen, you want to go trade a $100 stock? Go right ahead, okay? Good company, Cyrix. You think it's everything's beautiful. It's all rainbows and puppy dogs. And you wake up one morning and boom. And let me tell you something. If you learned and knew anything here at Cybertrade University, okay, and what we teach you, and you see this going on, the writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall, okay? Fausto flag, higher lows, trading at the low, and then you wake up one morning and boom, you're at 94. By the way, how much lower could this stock go? Let me remind you what happened to EDU, okay? 175 down to $2. It could happen. It could happen. That's why, being a day trader, you're always a lot more conservative. But anyway, I want to keep an eye on that one. And then one more last one I want to throw in there, DIDI. This one had a really good pop early this morning. I don't know what happened here at 5:30 this morning, but geez, this thing ran from $9.20 all the way to about $13 and then just tanked. But I like the trend on it now. It's starting to make higher highs. So that looks pretty cool right there. I like that trend right there. It's building some Fausto flags as it's making its way up. So it's obviously a new company that went out, but we've been trading this last couple of days. Forgot to mention it earlier, but we watched this thing was at 750, and it's going up. It's got good spread right now, but just be very careful. 23 million shares already traded that stock in pre-market. That's a lot. That's a lot right there. All right, cyber traders. Anything else that we're missing I did not call out? Anybody on YouTube? Anything you got out there? Anybody who's looking at anything? It's Thursday. Listen. Tomorrow, it's going to be beautiful here in New York, and I know all my friends are ready to go to the Hamptons and enjoy the beautiful weather. These people spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to rent some house for 3 months and do all this foo-foo eating and everything else. So I don't think it's going to be a crazy day. We already had our big earnings that came out with Apple and Microsoft and Google and stuff like that. But just be very, very careful what's going on in the market. Okay, don't get too crazy. Just make your money. Be patient. Just focus on what we taught you. Just work on, just making a day's pay. And you know what? If you're in the right place, the right time, you hit a whale, boom, it's going to just take off on you. But don't always think that every time you're in that trade, you do that. And remember, too, I want to bring one last comment and bring it up to you. Remember we talked about yesterday in the room, and I want to just make a comment for everybody here in the Cyber Group room and also on YouTube, Facebook that you're listening in. I know some of you guys start out negative. Sometimes do a trade and you're down. Don't try to make the money back. You got to chip away little by little. You got to get positive. It's always easy to play with house money. It stinks when you're down, because what happens is you'll double and triple down. You start digging yourself in a hole. And, we all going to do it. We've done it. So just be very careful. Tip of the day is if you start, in trading and you're down, you got to chip away little by little, get back to the green. So always keep that in mind. FLGC looks like that one as well, too. We already have that on the list, Michael. We already have that on the list. All right, good luck, everyone. Happy trading. We'll be back here at 2:30. Don't forget, also on site. For all the gold members out there, platinum members, anybody wants to know, we on site October 15th, I think it was. Don't forget, we're going to send a bulk email. If you want to come to our on site here, it's the New York Traders Summit. Don't forget to register. We got a promo going on, and it expires on Saturday. Early bird discount on that. if you register, okay? And they sell out quickly. We only have X amount of seats because, you know, the rooms obviously is not as big. We always like to keep it tight there. So we'll send out that promo for you guys. And then also remember, don't forget the celebrity dinner that we have at Serendipity. Thanks, everyone. Happy trading and good luck. And let's make some money today.